This one's interesting. The NWSLPA has filed a grievance on behalf of Trinity Rodman over a contract that was denied by the league in an attempt to sign with the Washington Spirit. Brandon, OIS, host of Outsider Information. So, admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about the NWSL's Player Association. In fact, it's a relatively new league. 2012, I believe, is when it was established. So we're talking less than 15 years, certainly less than 20, about 15 years. So what's happening? Typically, when you see these type of disputes, it has to deal with salary cap compliance or circumvention. And that mechanism is typically in place because you don't want teams to have an unfair advantage over each other by manipulating the cap. That being said, a creative general manager or creative somebody in the front office always knows a way to manipulate the cap. They just are able to do it while remaining compliant with whatever the league rules are. But what this is, supposedly, is a multi-million dollar deal that was denied by the league. The question is why. The grievance, the argument the NWSLPA is making is that this is violating Trinity Rodman's free agent rights. I think potentially both things can be true. What I'm hearing with this is that this is something new that neither side has really seen. And as star power increases, revenue increases, all these things increase, people are going to start to be a little bit creative with the money. So it's raising questions, raising flags. Now, I will say this, I side with the player. I side with the PA on this because certainly if the contract was signed, they would not allow it to be non-cap compliant. I think what happened here was it was a creative way to do it. And I'll get to that in just a second. And a couple of other teams raised a stink because maybe they don't have as deep of pockets. But when we think cap compliance, that buzzword is mostly about making sure that the future dollars aren't really messed with. And in the NWSL's case, there is a new TV deal that's going to be coming down the pipe. So as the salary cap right now, I believe is worth 3.5 million with it slated to increase. If the deal isn't aligned with that, then you're potentially out of compliance in the future while remaining compliant in the present, but the deal wouldn't be invalid. That's kind of convoluted, but that's kind of what the sticking point is. So this will likely get hashed out. Curious to see, as always, we will track this stuff, but because everything is kind of so fresh and new with how they are established, these things might start popping up, especially as star power increases. So on that, if anything resonates, like, subscribe, and engage. We will see you in the next one.